I know what a lot of you guys are thinking, and that's probably that, Pete, you've only had your cars for a handful of weeks. How could you possibly have a burnout motor? Well, when you race with a 6-year-old and ghost cars, come back and tell me how that goes for you. No matter how it happens, it will eventually happen. So I'm going to show you today how I went about replacing my motor. So first thing we got to do is pop that motor out of there. And I think probably the easiest way is to first get these wheels free. It should just pop right out. So we'll set all that aside. We've got this motor. We're going to reuse this plug just to make everything easier. So I'm going to attach this into maybe. That's not good. Soldering iron's heating up. Let's see how close we are. We should be right about there. That one's free. Now we're done with this one. This is the old one that's beat up. We are gonna need that pinion gear off of there. So I'm just gonna use some tweezers, sort of pry it off, nice and easy. Don't want to lose it. There's that. So I'll set that aside. This one I'm just gonna set aside. I don't know if there'll be a use for it in the future. I may try to pull it apart and see what actually went wrong, but for now we're just gonna set that aside. Here's the new one. And you know what I completely forgot to do? Is trim down the end. So we're gonna have to do that. Give me just a minute. Okay, so we're back. I've got that motor all taped up so all the dust that we grind off doesn't wind up inside, because that will cause it to burn up again. So it's all taped up. I've got it poked through the tape so that I can get to the spindle here. And so I'm just gonna use a cutoff wheel on my little cheapo Dremel, and we'll see how this goes. Woo, that's hot. Take a little pair of pliers and it should, yep, snap off there, and then we'll switch heads and use a little grinder to clean it up. Pretty good, nice and short, no sharp edges on there, so we are ready to go. So I'll pop this off and then we'll get back to soldering. Alright, so we are back. I've got it back in the helping hand, so we should be a little more ready to roll this go around. Based on the orientation it was with the old motor, I'm going to pop it back on the same way. Hopefully that's the right way. We'll find out when we get it on the track later. Make sure it goes the right direction. But yeah, we might need a little more space here. You'll notice on the old motor it has this PCB board. To be honest, I have no idea what that is doing, but what I do know is I reached out to the guys at Slotcar Corner, which is where I got the new motors. And they said that this is unneeded on the new set. So I'm just going to bypass it. I'm not going to mess with taking this off and trying to attach to the new one. But we should be ready to go there. Get the soldering iron heated up again. And we're going to, these ones are already a little bit tinned, but we're going to tin this guy just so it's ready to roll. And let's see what we can do here. That one should be good to go. should be as easy as that. So you can see we got a good solid connection. Tug on a little bit, we're good to go. Okay, so I'm back. Trimmed it off a bit, cleaned it up, pinning back on. We're gonna pop this bad boy in there. It should fit this time. Goes in nice and neat. It is a little sloppier than the other one, so I saw a trick where you can hot glue gun in there, but we won't do that today. We'll mess with that another day. But yeah, I think you guys probably can't see, but I can. There's just enough space for it to fit. So we're gonna pop it, maybe. And yeah, it's moving freely, which is a good sign. So we will just lube that bad boy up a bit with some grease. Gonna use the same trick as we did last time. We'll go ahead and plug it in. Only don't forget to do that on the track. Looks pretty good. So instead of putting the body back on, we're just going to take it right over the track, test it out, make sure it works, and then yeah, then we'll be good to go. Easy peasy. Fingers crossed it works. All right, I'll meet you over the track. It's a moment of truth, and sure enough, we put it in the right direction, we soldered everything together well, and it all worked. I'm not gonna lie, this was a project that I was putting off for a long time just because it was a bit intimidating. I'm here to tell you, if you have any kind of soldering skills whatsoever, you can probably pull this project off. And with that, we're at the end of the video. Thanks again for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed what I put on today because it was super satisfying. So I hope to see you next time. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, comment, all the good YouTube stuff. We'll see you next time.